All crocodiles are dangerous to one degree or another, but which ones are particularly dangerous? Which ones take the lives of many people every year and are considered real serial killers? From a 30-foot-long croc to a man-eating saltwater crocodile, join us as we uncover the 20 largest crocodiles ever recorded. Number 20. 18-foot saltwater crocodile. Residents of Tawi-Tawi in the Philippines made headlines when they captured an 18-foot saltwater crocodile along the coastal shores of Simunal. The capture took place on October 14, 2020, and it was a major news event. This massive crocodile, measuring 18 feet in length, drew attention on social media platforms. The local people showed a lot of courage and skill in capturing the reptile. Saltwater crocodiles inhabit both saltwater and freshwater environments in Simunal, where they can be found in mangrove swamps, coastal areas, and rivers. Mangroves provide an ideal habitat for crocodiles as they offer protection, food sources, and suitable nesting grounds. It's a 3-in-1. The indigenous communities in Simunal have developed traditional practices for capturing and managing crocodiles. These practices have been passed down through generations and are based on a deep understanding of crocodile behavior and habitat. Crocodile capture has served as a means of livelihood and sustenance for the people of Simunal. The crocodiles they capture provide meat, skin, and other resources that are utilized by the whole community. The Philippine government has implemented laws and regulations to protect crocodiles and their habitat. These measures aim to balance the needs of the local communities with the conservation of crocodile populations. Number 19. Jaws 3. Jaws 3 is a famous saltwater crocodile who found refuge at the Madras Crocodile Bank at just 2 years old. Now in his 30s, he's grown to an impressive size. Jaws 3 measures around 16.5 feet in length. Known for his strength and power, breeding programs have struggled to find a suitable female that can handle his size and vigorous approach to romance. Jaws 3 is a prized resident at the Crocodile Bank. These crocodiles have an impressive lifespan of approximately 70 years. Although Jaws 3's growth is expected to halt at the age of 30, he'll continue to develop overall size. The Madras Crocodile Bank plays a fantastic role in conservation efforts for endangered crocodile species. They provide a safe space for crocodiles like Jaws 3, where they thrive in a protected environment. For all their awesome power, crocs like Jaws 3 are often under threat from human activities. Visitors to the bank can check out the awe-inspiring size and power of Jaws 3, but from the safety of the viewing area. Saltwater crocodiles are the largest living reptiles on Earth, with some reaching lengths of over 20 feet. They're known for their incredible predatory skills and their adaptability to both saltwater and freshwater habitats. Number 18. Gome. This salty named Gome was captured by George Craig in Papua New Guinea and later acquired by Terry and Arthur Jones in 1985. They brought him to Ocala, Florida, where he resided for 5 years. Eventually, Gome found a new home at the St. Augustine Alligator Farm Zoological Park in Florida. During his time at the Alligator Farm, Gome became known for his impressive nutria-tossing skills and his tolerance of people. Despite being a giant predator, Gome showed an unusual level of docility. Visitors were allowed to approach him within just 1 meter without any fear of attack, a situation that would typically be considered very dangerous. While Gome's feeders still used long tongs to deliver his meals, he was widely regarded as a tame crocodile. His gentle demeanor endeared him to both the staff at the Alligator Farm and people across the nation. Gome became famous and a prominent figure in the world of crocodile conservation. His size and temperament changed how the public felt about crocs, and he raised awareness about the conservation needs of his species. Gome's legacy continues to inspire efforts to protect these incredible reptiles. Number 17. Brutus. Brutus is an 80-year-old crocodile weighing 2 tons. He once again became the center of attention after being photographed with a bull shark caught between his jaws. This sighting gained major international media coverage and turned Brutus into a reptilian celebrity, showing that age is just a number when it comes to wrestling bull sharks. However, this is not the first time Brutus has captured the public's attention. Back in 2011, photographs of him surfaced showing his massive size as he lifted his 2-ton body out of the Adelaide River in the Northern Territory during a jumping crocodile tour. Brutus made headlines as he enjoyed a meal of kangaroo meat, leaving spectators amazed. Over time, Brutus has become an iconic figure in the Adelaide River region, and he's a popular attraction for tourists wanting an encounter with these big crocs. Number 16. Bujang Sonang. Bujang Sonang was another massive saltwater crocodile, this time from Borneo. Local sources considered him to be a man-eater, with reports of attacks spanning several decades. Believed to measure a truly gargantuan 25 feet in length, he was a source of fear and fascination for all who lived in his kingdom. Some Iban people in Sarawak believe the legend of the ferocious giant crocodile Bujang Sonang originated from a cursed human transforming into the vicious creature. According to an old myth, the original form of the crocodile was a heroic Iban warrior named Simulangan. Simulangan's prowess was evident during the headhunting era, with many enemies falling victim to his skills. His invincibility was attributed to his magical powers, which made him immune to weapons. Due to his exceptional abilities, enemies of the warrior forced his wife to reveal her husband's secret of invincibility. The brave man then confronted the enemies to save his wife. However, Simulangan's wife was speared immediately after being released, triggering the warrior's rage. It was then that the enemies discovered Simulangan's one weakness when they realized that he was vulnerable in the water. Despite fighting fiercely, the Iban warrior was killed by his enemies, and his body was left to sink in the waters of the Batong Lupar River. According to the myth, the bodies of Simulangan and his wife were then cursed to become giant crocodiles by a god, and these transformed creatures began terrorizing the descendants of their enemies around the Batong Lupar area. The transformed crocodile eventually became known as Bujang Sonang and instilled fear in the residents living near the Batong Lupar River, as it was believed to have consumed over 14 Iban people since the 1940s. The Iban community regarded Bujang Sonang not as an ordinary crocodile but as a crocodile king ruling over all the crocodiles living along the Batong Lupar River and the entire Rajong River. One even more peculiar feature is that Bujang Sonang had distinct white markings on its back, which are not found in other crocodile species. Although the giant crocodile was believed to have been active in the 1940s, Bujang Sonang gained serious attention when it devoured a man named Pengalu Bangon in 1982. Bujang Sonang continued its rampage between 1982 and 1991, and it was believed to have claimed 13 more victims. The peak of Bujang Sonang's ferocity occurred in May of 1992 when it snatched its 14th victim, Dayong Anak Bayong, a 20-year-old Iban girl. He snatched her up as she was crossing the Palaban River with her mother. Enraged by the incident, dozens of Iban villagers and the police hunted the crocodile. After tracking Bujang Sonang for about 4 hours, the ferocious crocodile was cornered, but attempts using spears and conventional bullets failed. An Iban shaman then suggested using iron spikes as ammunition, and following this advice, approximately 40 shots with 10-centimeter-long spikes were fired at Bujang Sonang. Finally, the reign of the Crocodile King came to an end, but the legend of Bujang Sonang as a giant crocodile in Malaysia continues to be remembered to this day. Number 15. Yai. Yai is a hybrid crocodile, known as an estuarine Siamese. He resided at the Samet Prakan Crocodile Farm and Zoo in Thailand. Reports on Yai's length vary, ranging from 18 to 20 feet, but even at the shorter measurement, it makes Yai a massive croc. Either way, we know Yai is larger than Cassius, another famous giant crocodile. The Samet Prakan Crocodile Farm and Zoo, operating from 1950 until its permanent closure in 2020, was famous as one of the world's largest crocodile zoos. It had an impressive collection of 60,000 crocodiles and boasted the claim of housing the world's largest captive crocodile, Yai. Yai weighed approximately 2,456 pounds. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic and the subsequent decline in tourism led to the closure of the zoo in 2020. As a result, the facility entered liquidation in 2021, marking the end of its long-standing operation. At this point, the fate of the 60,000 crocs at the zoo is still in the balance. Crocodile farms and zoos play a role in conservation efforts by breeding and studying crocodiles. However, some crocodile farms have faced criticism due to concerns over animal welfare. Questions have been raised about the conditions in which the crocodiles are kept, their treatment, and the methods used in harvesting their products. Number 14. 2,500-pound croc. We leave Malaysia and head to Niger, where a colossal crocodile measuring approximately 22 feet in length and weighing around 2,500 pounds was recently captured. This feat was achieved by a man named Steve, an experienced hunter with extensive knowledge of these creatures. And before you get your hopes up, no, it's not Steve Irwin, R.I.P. We love you. Steve's expertise in hunting has led him to encounter numerous man-eating crocodiles, often observing some of the largest specimens. He believes that man-eaters display distinct behavior patterns compared to other crocs. They exhibit boldness while maintaining awareness towards hunters. Unfortunately, the circumstances surrounding the capture of this particular crocodile did not allow for an accurate measurement. However, various estimators place its length at over 16 feet. The Nile crocodile, which can reach immense sizes like the one captured in Niger, is one of the largest crocodile species in the world. They're known for their size and strength, with males reaching lengths of up to 16 to 20 feet on average and weighing between 1,500 to 2,000 pounds. These apex predators command respect in their habitat, capable of taking down large prey with their powerful jaws. Number 13. Cassius. Cassius is claimed by some to be the world's largest crocodile in captivity. He was raised on Green Island, Australia. This mighty beast is known worldwide for his impressive size and weight. Cassius measures 17 feet and weighs approximately 2,200 pounds. Cassius is estimated to be over 110 years old, making him one of the oldest known crocodiles in captivity. He was originally captured in the Northern Territory of Australia in the early 1980s, and he's been thriving ever since. His longevity is all down to the exceptional care and habitat provided to him. Green Island, located in the Great Barrier Reef, became a popular tourist destination largely due to Cassius's presence. Visitors were blown away by the sheer size of this ancient creature. Cassius has had quite a journey throughout his life. He's been captured and relocated multiple times due to his large size and potential threat to humans. Despite these relocations, he's adapted well and continues to do well in his current habitat. Cassius has been described as having a relatively gentle temperament. He's known to be quite calm and interacts peacefully with his caretakers. At 110, I think it's understandable that he might take things a little bit easier in life. Number 12. Lapu Lapu. Lapu Lapu is known as the largest crocodile in Cebu. This scaly giant gained a lot of attention for its impressive size. The massive reptile holds the title of being the third largest saltwater crocodile in the Philippines. After a satisfying feeding session, Lapu Lapu can usually be seen taking a well-deserved rest. The exact measurements of Lapu Lapu have not been disclosed, but it's estimated to be a truly massive creature. Just take a look at him. Crocolandia Park is a popular wildlife conservation and educational park located in Biasong, Talisi City, Cebu, Philippines. It's known for its collection of various reptiles, particularly crocodiles. 70-year-old Lapu Lapu, named after a native chieftain from Mactan Island, is one of the star attractions. While crocodiles are the main attraction, Crocolandia Park also houses various other reptiles, including snakes, turtles, lizards, and monitor lizards. Visitors have the opportunity to see and learn about different species of reptiles and their importance in the ecosystem. The Philippine crocodile is a critically endangered crocodile species endemic to the Philippines. It's one of the rarest and most threatened crocodile species in the world. They inhabit freshwater environments like rivers, lakes, marshes, and swamps in the Philippines, particularly in Mindanao, Palawan, and the Sierra Madre mountain range. Number 11. Crocodile caught in a drain in Malaysia. This massive crocodile, weighing nearly a ton, was discovered in a drain in Malaysia. The enormous reptile is believed to have become disoriented due to storms and heavy rain. Local residents were startled to find the crocodile thrashing around in a drainage channel near St. Edmund Schools in Limbang City, Sarawak. In an attempt to subdue the aggressive creature, fearful residents shot at the crocodile, but it was still alive when it was later removed. Fire and rescue officials utilized a forklift truck to haul the crocodile out of the drain and onto a truck. Unfortunately, despite emergency treatment by veterinarians from the Sarawak Forest Service, the crocodile, estimated to be about 80 years old, succumbed to his injuries. Zulkifli Mohammed, the chief executive officer of the Sarawak Forestry Service, explained that the decision was made to euthanize the crocodile due to the severe head wound it sustained. An investigation was conducted to determine who shot the crocodile and the reasons behind it. Despite their ancient lineage, crocodiles have remained relatively unchanged for millions of years. They're considered living fossils. Their longevity and resilience make them fascinating creatures to study, even though they can be intimidating. It's best to let professionals handle situations like this, as there was no need for this croc to end up passing away. Number 10. 18-foot crocodile. In Madura, Sri Lanka, an 18-foot-long crocodile weighing around a ton was recently discovered in a canal. The National Department of Wildlife confirmed that this massive crocodile is one of the largest ever found on the island. Wildlife authorities successfully captured the crocodile and released it into the Nilwala River. Although impressive in size, this crocodile is not the largest ever recorded in Sri Lanka. Near Valachinai, there was once a crocodile measuring around 32 feet from nose to tail. This enormous creature had a notorious history, having attacked over 18 individuals. The local government authority even offered a reward to anyone who could eliminate the scaly threat. Despite numerous attempts by skilled hunters with powerful rifles, it was eventually killed by an unknown person. Crocodiles have fascinated humans for centuries with their enormous size and predatory nature, and this one was a real beauty. Let's be glad it was set free in a new river home. Number 9. Dominator Crocodile. Dominator is a salty known for his impressive leaping ability. With a length of over 18 feet and a weight of approximately 2,000 pounds, this badass predator loves to defy expectations by propelling itself out of the water. Although Dominator has never undergone an official measurement, experts reckon its size is probably around 20 feet. This massive crocodile resides in the same territory as Brutus, the Adelaide River in the Northern Territory of Australia. Saltwater crocodiles, also known as salties, have the strongest bite force of any living animal. It's been estimated that their bite force can exceed 3,700 pounds per square inch. To put this into perspective, a saltwater crocodile's bite is far more powerful than that of even a great white shark. Number 8. Laul. Back in November of 2011, crocodile expert Dr. Adam Britton measured a salty named Laul in its enclosure. Dr. Britton confirmed that Laul was the world's longest crocodile ever caught and placed in captivity. At least, that's been officially measured by an expert. Laul measured a length of 20 feet and 3 inches and tipped the scales at 2,370 pounds. This gargantuan crocodile was captured in the Irwin marsh in the Philippines in September of 2011 after it was reported to have attacked and killed several villagers. However, Laul's captivity was met with controversy as animal welfare advocates had several concerns about the conditions of its enclosure. Nevertheless, the big crocodile became an iconic figure in the Philippines. Laul became a top tourist attraction in Bunuan, Agusan del Sur. Tragically, Laul passed away on February 10 of 2013, just a little over a year after his capture. The cause of its death was suspected to be stress-related, as the crocodile had difficulty adjusting to captivity. Sounds like those concerns about its conditions were spot on, unfortunately. Number 7. 30-foot Long Croc. In the area surrounding Lake Tanganyika, a string of mysterious disappearances left a community in fear. Initially, these cases were attributed to tribal conflicts or even the work of a serial killer, and in a way, they're kinda right. The true culprit behind these tragedies is a colossal crocodile believed to be approximately 30 feet long and nearly 100 years old. This massive predator is thought to be responsible for a staggering 200 human deaths. To address the escalating danger, a daring rescue mission was launched with the objective of capturing the giant crocodile and relocating it to a safer habitat. But this croc was too wily even for this team of experts. They failed to track the croc down, let alone capture it. And so, the area around Lake Tanganyika goes to sleep at night with the uneasy feeling that this monster is lurking in the darkness. Lake Tanganyika is the second deepest lake, and it's home to some really interesting fish, including unique cichlids found nowhere else on the planet. From the immense size of Laul to the legendary man-eater Gustav, these crocs never fail to astonish us. Number 6. Gustav. Gustav, a large male Nile crocodile, has become notorious in Africa for being a man-eater. Oh, now I'm wondering if I picked the wrong tone when I said his name out loud. He was rumored to have killed hundreds of people in the areas where he roamed. While the exact number of victims is difficult to confirm, Gustav has achieved a near-mythical status and instilled some serious fear among the local population. The crocodile was given the name Gustav by herpetologist Patrice Fay, who's been studying and investigating him since the late 1990s. Much of the information known about Gustav comes from the documentary film Capturing the Killer Croc, which was released in 2004 and aired on PBS. The film shows an attempted capture and study of Gustav, and we learn about his behavior and habitat. Gustav's size and power have contributed to his reputation as a dangerous man-eater. Despite numerous attempts to trap or even kill him, Gustav has managed to evade capture and continue his reign as a notorious man-eating crocodile. His elusive nature and survival skills have made him a real enigma in the world of crocs. It's now estimated that Gustav is over 60 years old, which is pretty impressive considering the average lifespan of a Nile crocodile is about 45 to 50 years. Number 5. Big Daddy. Standing proudly along Mombasa's Lynx Road in the affluent Nile estate, an impressive sculpture of an 8-meter-long crocodile captures the essence of the 44-year history of the Mamba Crocodile Farm in Mombasa. Spread across 17 acres, this farm is home to a legendary crocodile named Big Daddy, a man-eating behemoth that's believed to be over 110 years old and recognized as one of the oldest crocs on the planet. As an elder statesman of the crocodile world, Big Daddy has witnessed the passing of time and experienced numerous changes in his environment. Yet he just keeps on going like a real croc father. Big Daddy is among the 12,000 crocodiles raised in one of Kenya's largest crocodile farms, established in 1972. Crocodile farming has emerged as a lucrative venture in certain parts of the coast region, although it's not without its challenges, one of which is Big Daddy's appetite. Big Daddy was responsible for the deaths of 5 individuals in the Tana River before being relocated to the Mamba crocodile farm. His aggressive nature is evident, with some crocodiles sporting broken jaws and others missing their tails as a result of his attacks. The farm encompasses 21 ponds, each measuring approximately 50 by 100 feet, which serve as habitats for the crocs. One of these ponds is dedicated to Big Daddy, where he resides with his 2 wives, both aged 35 and 40 years. Over the course of 44 years, the farm has successfully domesticated these deadly reptiles, turning the enterprise into a profitable venture due to the ever-increasing demand for crocodile skin. Number 4. Chris the Savannah King. Chris the Savannah King is a famous monument in Normanton, Australia. It's a representation of a massive crocodile. The unfortunate crocodile met its end when it was shot by Christina Paolowski in July of 1957 on MacArthur Bank in the Norman River. However, there is some confusion regarding the authenticity of the photo associated with Chris the Savannah King. Some sources claim that the original photo was taken in 1914 off the Roper River in the Northern Territory. Unfortunately, due to floods and the passage of time, the original copies and records have been lost, leaving behind an element of mystery surrounding the true story of Chris and the capture of the largest croc. Whatever the truth is, this crocodile statue is truly impressive. Number 3. Henry. Henry, a massive Nile crocodile, holds the distinction of being one of the world's largest and oldest of his kind. He was a crocodile terrorizing a local tribe in the Botswana Delta. Weighing over 1,500 pounds, he now lives at Crocworld in South Africa, where he shares his habitat with 6 female crocodiles. Over the years, Henry has proven to be quite the prolific breeder, having fathered an astounding number of offspring, more than 10,000 babies. Henry arrived at Crocworld back in 1985. At that time, he was already 85 years old, and he recently celebrated his 122nd birthday. Crocworld, the home of Henry the Nile crocodile, is also an educational facility dedicated to raising awareness about crocodile conservation. Located in Scottsburg, South Africa, Crocworld gives visitors the chance to learn about Henry and all his companions, and there are a lot of them. Number 2. Tripod. Matt Wright, the renowned star of National Geographic's popular TV show Outback Wrangler, is well known for his extraordinary profession as a crocodile wrangler. Matt's primary role revolves around the removal of large and troublesome animals, particularly crocodiles, from areas where they pose a threat to human safety. Instead of resorting to traditional methods of eliminating these creatures, like by shooting them, Matt is dedicated to finding alternative habitats where they can peacefully coexist without causing harm to people or being disturbed themselves. One notable resident under Matt's care is Tripod, a gigantic crocodile measuring a staggering 17 feet in length. The name Tripod is derived from the fact that this extraordinary reptile only has 3 legs. Despite his disability, Tripod shares a seemingly amicable relationship with Matt. However, this seemingly friendly crocodile has demonstrated its power by biting a visitor, resulting in severe injuries. Crocodile attacks pose a significantly higher risk to humans compared to shark attacks, with statistics indicating that crocodile attacks are, on average, over 100 times more lethal. On the bright side, having Tripod roaming around the yard provides an unparalleled level of home security for Matt. After all, you can't be too worried about a burglary with such a formidable creature on guard duty. Now it's time for today's topic. In 2016, a Floridian farmer and his friends were searching for hogs on their ranch when they came across far more than they had bargained for. Lurking within the swamp near Okeechobee was a giant alligator, and to prevent it from eating their livestock, they hunted it down. The images of this alligator are unbelievable. The farmer reported that it was more than 15 feet long and weighed around 780 pounds, which would make it by far the largest alligator to have ever been found in the region. The previous record holder was a foot shorter and more than 100 pounds lighter, which has led some to question the validity behind this new beast. Has a trick of the camera been used to make it look bigger than it actually is? It's possible this could be an optical illusion, but most experts believe it to be true. The image of it hanging from a tractor next to the farmer's son gives a good indication of the true size of this monster, and it's long been suspected that alligators far in excess of 15 feet are present in the Everglades. With changing weather conditions and increasing food sources, this could just be the first in a series of supersized gators that will become commonplace across the region. Number 1. Kalia. Kalia, also known as the Dark One, was an enormous saltwater crocodile from India. This legendary reptile gained notoriety as a terrifying man-eater that haunted the region for approximately 50 years. Its reign of terror came to an end in 1926 when the renowned hunter Prince Rajendra Narayan Banjadio of Kanila, successfully killed Kalia in the Dammer River in Baitarkanika National Park. Although reports suggested that Kalia measured around 25 feet in length, it wasn't until 2006 that the skull of this massive crocodile was officially measured by Whitaker. The skull was an impressive 27.7 inches long and had a width of 18 inches. These measurements make Kalia's skull the third largest crocodile skull ever recorded, confirming that this beast was likely over 20 feet in length. The Baitarkanika National Park, where Kalia roamed, is not only home to crocs but also a habitat for numerous other wildlife species, including migratory birds, spotted deer, and Indian pythons. It's known as one of the country's most important mangrove ecosystems. Which of these huge crocodiles amazed you the most? And what do you find most fascinating about these prehistoric predators? Let us know in the comments below. Also, check out our other cool stuff showing up on screen right now. See you next time.